This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers.
Let's go!
First down, Love to pass. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Love. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. First down, and they go with Swift again. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Check that. What Mike 52 right here. I got it. Check nickel. 6 man.
Now a second down throw for Love here. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 38. Lucky. Bang.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. First down, going to the air with Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Love from the gun. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's McDonald to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McDonald. He's got this one completed to Mims. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Toward the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
McDonald sets to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a carry to Swift. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Love. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Love. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Come on, baby.
Denzel Mims. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, McDonald into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Love. Open man is QT, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a handoff, Henderson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, Packer pressure, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Swift. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is McDonald. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, McDonald eluding the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's James. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through.
That's what I'm talking about.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Love. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. on 1st and 10. Love. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use this. Second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. To the air again, Love. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Badgley able to knock this one through. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun. Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You won't see me in your nightmares, son. You won't.
From the gun, Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Badgley's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
57 to Mike.
Looking to throw. McDonald able to connect with Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. McDonald got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
That's it, buddy. You got work.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7. from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Love. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On play action, Love to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On second down, Swift, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, Love. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Operating from the gun, Love. This is caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Again, it's Henderson, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
57 to mark. 57 to mark.
First carry for the second-year running back. It's Devin Singletary. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Get him, boy. Get him. Ready up. 57. Mike, 57.
On the handoff, Henderson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, McDonald. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Yeah, we dominate.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That goes for a gain of 31. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Check 50.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Henderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. to throw. McDonald, they'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Love from the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. Aguilar has it. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. First down, Love to pass. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Love. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he gets it down to the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Blitz, 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 blitz. 60 red. 60 red. You remember it? Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Mike partner.
From the gun, Love. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On first down, it's Henderson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Set up. 70 line.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Eagles, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to a